What's up, Raider Nation? Good morning and happy Black Friday the 13th. I am the Commish, and this is another edition of the Raider Reaction Morning Show. There is absolute insanity going on right now in the sports world. Everything is fucking canceled. If you have a question, it's canceled. If it's in March, it's a sporting event. Chances are that motherfucker's canceled. I'm concerned about the NFL draft. My accommodations and flights are already booked. Planning to be there, time off, the whole motherfucking time. Media passes, all that shit, and motherfucker. It's on the horizon. It's the next thing. The NFL is just sitting back, and Roger Goodell is not going to say a fucking thing until they have to. There's no reason. They don't need to make a move. They don't need to say anything. They are fucking well over a month away from any events out there, but it is... They just... Nevada come out and just declared the state in a fucking state of emergency. So, I'm a little worried about the NFL draft and whether or not I'm actually going to be able to attend the motherfucker. So... This is just, it's getting insane, and let's just bring it down. Let's talk about some silver and black this morning, shall we? Because Raider Reaction is not suspended due to the coronavirus. Richie Incognito was one of the biggest signings this last offseason. He solidified that side of the line, the interior right next to Pro Bowler Rodney Hudson, and I love that they went out and signed him and took care of that in the offseason. I think Richie Incognito was a Raider just waiting to come to the silver and black.
Opportunity. Something few, if any, were willing to offer veteran guard Richie Incognito in early 2019. But when Raiders general manager Mike Mayock and head coach John Gruden assessed Incognito, a four-time Pro Bowler working to grow from the hardships of his past, they saw a high-caliber talent worthy of a chance to prove he had more football left to play.
Mike and John laid out a gauntlet of things that I had to do and be accountable for in order to earn the right to step on the field as a Raider. So I went through and I checked those boxes.
Incognito earned his shot at a fresh start as the Raiders signed the free agent, eager to get back to football after not playing the entire 2018 NFL season.
It's about redemption. It's about getting another opportunity. I want to come in here and contribute. I want to be a team leader. I feel like I'm still in good shape, and I feel like I can still play at a high level.
He's just a really tough football player. He brings a tough demeanor to the room and really to the offensive side of the ball. And he's very talented as well.
You definitely feel his veteran presence just around the group in the room. It's definitely going to help.
Since taking the field in Week 3 last September, number 64 has proven to be one of the most productive free agent acquisitions for the Silver and Black.
Let's go, Rich. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Pro Bowl left guard. We like where he is, we like what he's done, and we like the potential of what he can be.
Ever since he's been here, he's 2 lockers down for me. Super positive all the time. He's been a great teammate, picking up the offense really fast.
He's been nothing but phenomenal, both to the young guys in the building and the offensive line room.
I like it when we get the ball first. Just get out there and go.
You add me into the mix, and it's an exciting group. Colton Miller, young, rising talent who played his butt off his second year in the league, made a big jump from his rookie year to his second year. To my right, we got Rodney Hudson, who is a tremendous center. Got Big Gabe on the right side, which a guy I love,
Let's go, baby.
Me and Gabe have been friends since before I came here, so I've always been excited to be a teammate of his. And then we got Big Trent over there at right tackle holding it down. And he's a stud. I mean, he's a shutdown guy. He's a legit tackle in this league.
Surrounded by talent that makes up one of the strongest offensive lines in the NFL, Incognito helps spur opportunity for other weapons to shine on the Raiders offense.
And here is Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to score!
And got a kick out of his new fan base while doing so.
Raider Nation is unlike anything I've ever seen. They're very passionate about their football and their Raiders. Every time we leave, we got guys out front waiting for autographs, and they're always fired up. So it's been a great fit. I obviously play my butt off, and I think fans can appreciate that.
The 36-year-old's impressive performance throughout his debut season in Silver and Black garnered him a 2-year contract extension in late December. confirmation. He is embracing the opportunity to be a Raider and has plenty more to offer in the years ahead.
A whole lot of emotions. I'm excited, I'm relieved, I'm proud, kind of just relishing the moment, you know, all the hard work that it's taken to get here and the opportunity that this brings to continue to grow with the Raiders organization.
That man was born to be a Raider. And what is a Raider? What is the Raider image? What is the Raider mystique? Where did it all come from? There's so much history, and we thought, you know, it's Black Friday, it's Friday the 13th. Sometimes you just gotta remember where you came from.
Ominous image. An image that has set the tone for the winningest team in professional sports. The Raiders had won just 9 games in 3 years prior to the arrival of Al Davis, who designed the blueprint for the organization and transformed them into winners.
Basically, it's been Al Davis that made the difference for the Raiders. I mean, he is the single personality that threads throughout the entire organization. His style, his dominant personality, his basic instincts, and his intelligence make for the ideal football executive. It's that single source of strength, power, and inspiration that's been the difference with the Raiders.
Davis patterned the Raiders' uniforms after the Army football team, the Black Knights of the Hudson. Their sinister image was shaped after Blackbeard the pirate.
The image of the football team, the big tough guys, the pirates, the Raiders, a patch over one eye, swords through the head. The whole image of the Raiders is one of being sinister. But we want to be respected, we want to be imitated, we want to be feared. But if I can only be one of those things, I want the Raider organization to be feared.
They're a team that when you go to play them, you say, geez, if we make a mistake, we're in trouble. You know, we're going to beat it. And you sometimes play frightened football.
I never forget against St. Louis that we were playing them, and we came over to the stadium. We walked from a hotel. We had suits and ties, and all of us. We looked like a Boy Scout troop. And as we were walking up to the stadium, the Raider bus pulled up. These guys fell off of that bus with leather coats, dark glasses. It was a night game, too. Dark glasses, chains on. They looked like some people right out from Rahway State Prison. And I think our team, seeing them get off the bus, set the tone for the game. We got killed that evening.
Fear, intimidation, pressure, domination. All watchwords in the Raiders' lexicon. And attack. Attack on defense as well as offense, where the long pass is used as a matter of routine. The idea to expand the field offensively while stretching the limits of a defense, always pushing forward, keeping the defense off balance with the constant threat of the big strike.
They didn't win games because of cheap shots. They didn't win games because they intimidated people. I mean, they were just good. They had lots of talent, and they had a creed of excellence. I mean, they were, you know, that pride and poise and all that. They believed in that, and they played that way.
The silver and black that the Raiders wear is more than just a uniform. The slogan on the stationery, a commitment to excellence, pride and poise. You have to believe that. And when you're in the tough games, that comes out.
The Raiders employ no scouting service. They know talent when they see it. And that includes those players who have worn out their welcome with other teams.
I played with the Raiders 10 years, and I saw a lot of guys who other teams gave up on. They were not through as ball players. I think the teams just gave up on these guys. And there were a number of players that came through our ranks who were cast-offs. You know, we had that kind of thing where we were open arms to players who could help us.
Open arms for men like Lyle Alzado, Ben Davidson, and Ted Hendricks, number 83. For George Blanda, who at the age of 43 was the league's player of the year. For a so-called washed-up Jim Plunkett, who quarterbacked the Raiders to a pair of Super Bowl wins. And for men like John Matusak, number 72, a misfit whose personality found room to move with the Raiders.
I always believed in freedom of expression. I mean, you take someone who is expressive and you put the wraps on them, then you get what? You get nothing. You get an air ball, you know. And to really get you got to let them go a little. You got to give them some rope. I only had 3 rules. 1 was be on time. 2 was pay attention. And 3 was play like hell when I tell you to. And when it came time to play, they went and did it. What else is there?
It all adds up to winning. And on the Raiders, winning generates loyalty from both sides.
We may have people in the organization over the years who were not the most gifted at what we asked them to do, but they were bleeding for the Raider organization. They have a job for life because it's our responsibility to never disappoint people whose goal is to never disappoint us.
Oh yeah, it's time for Prime.
What's up? This is Prime, and this is the Prime Cut. So, amid many leagues now postponing, suspending, canceling the rest of their season or moving the start of the opening day of Major League Baseball, the NFL so far has now just restricted personnel that are crucial to the everyday running of the facilities and such to be there, but many that can work from home have been advised to do so. So, as of now, there's no change in the start date of the NFL season or the NFL calendar, but we will have to wait and see what happens, in the coming days with everything that is just crazily shutting down. And I don't even know, man. It's a different time, and the sports are starting to go away, and that troubles me, man, because, I watched the last game of NBA basketball that was played, as they got the news that the rest of the season was going to be suspended. And, I mean, it was a really different feeling. It was the Dallas Mavericks versus the Utah Jazz. It was a good game. Anyway, with Doncic and whatnot and Luka. Anyway, Luka's a stud, man. That guy, he will be an MVP of the NBA eventually. He was the NBA, or he was a MVP in European leagues and stuff before this. So, man, that guy is unreal. But anyway, as they got the news that the rest of the season would be suspended, it's almost as if the players started playing harder because they knew that this was the last time they were going to be on, the court for a while. So, I mean, that was kind of cool, but it was really eerie watching. I was getting ready to watch the Pelicans play. I forget who the Sacramento Kings, and though that arena was actually filled, as then it was announced over the PA system that this game would be postponed. It was canceled for the evening. I mean, and the whole crowd was in there, and some people booed and such. And for the most part, though, I mean, it was just a really eerie feeling. And Loren and Ball, the guy, the point guard out of he was drafted to LA. He's got the crazy dad. Anyway, he came out and shot some shots, but for the most part, man, someone had to come get him. It was goofy. And, and people had to just leave, and it's crazy. So, sports are a pretty vital factor to the general, happiness of the American people, because as, we have now, decided to sort of, how shall I say, distract ourselves from our everyday lives with, the great games that are played in this country. So when that starts to shut down, it's an eerie feeling, and I admit, as a sports fan, I am, man, I'm a little bit beside myself right now. Meanwhile, Justin Herbert, quarterback out of, I forget where he went to school, like Oregon or something like that. Nah, crap. No. Anyway, somewhere in the Northwest. He had his pro day. I heard it went well. So anyway. But as of now, the NFL season is still on track. Everything is still scheduled to happen when it's supposed to happen, including the draft at this time. So anyway, I can't wait. I hope everyone stays safe. Hope you got some toilet paper. People are freaking out. This is Prime, and I'm out.
It wouldn't be a Raider Reaction Morning Show, not even a Black Friday the 13th Raider Reaction Morning Show, without a fucking D-bag of the day, now would it? You, sir, are a fucking douchebag.
Today. Fuck you, coronavirus. Because of you, all kinds of shit's getting canceled, and we, the fans, don't get to do nothing, and we can't do anything about it. Fucking nasty people, wash your damn hands!
What's up, guys? It's Raider Watt with the Morning Mail here on the Raider Reaction Morning Show. I had a couple people ask me last night about Jonathan Abram, if he's going to start out healthy this year and what I think he was going to do. I think Abram is ready to go now. They have said that if needed, he could go now. He's ready and available, so he will be starting day one, as soon as camp opens, as soon as the season opens up. And, I think we're going to expect a lot of great things for him, and I think he knows that. So I think he's going to command the defense, be a big-time leader, be a big-time asset. I think he's going to come in and rack up them tackles. I could kind of compare him to Vontaze Burfict, but a safety version. So I'm hoping that, he slows down and realizes what he's doing, so he's not racking up suspension and fines like Burfict has all his career. Definitely hate to lose the guy. But again, I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to command the defense, and I think we're going to have a hell of a player on our hands for the next 10 years. So thank you for joining me on the Morning Mail and the Raider Reaction Morning Show. It's Raider Wop, and I'm out.
And now, to send you out on your Black Friday the 13th to, deal with all the bullshit that is going on in the world right now. And my God, we are knee-deep in some fucking bullshit. Your Raider, quote of the day. The total commitment is paramount to reaching the ultimate in performance. The great, should-be Hall of Famer, Tom Flores. Have a kick-ass Black Friday the 13th, Raider Nation. I will be right back here tonight with a kick-ass Black Friday game. 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss out. I got a great one for you tonight. Until then, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation. Wash your fucking hands.